Well, it's Friday again, time for a weekly UAS news update. This week I've got 4 different topics, and the first one, I'm sure you've seen this. If you follow anything news related with drones, you have seen this, and if you haven't, then I was the first one to tell you about it. UPS received a air carrier certificate. Now this may not mean much to you, but we'll talk about the implication of it. There's a new drone also. This was kind of big news this week. I've seen this everywhere that I looked on forums and in Facebook groups and all that. Skydio has a new drone, the Skydio 2, and we'll talk about the specs on this. Then I want to talk about Skyward, which is a company I've mentioned before that provides LANS approval. They have an advanced airspace design now in their software, which is really cool. And then I'll have a little, as always, a little drones for good segment. So let's get started. So the first thing this week in the news is kind of a big deal. The FAA awarded UPS Flight Forward, which is the drone segment of UPS, with an air carrier certificate under Part 135. Now you're going to say, Part 135, how's that different from Part 107? Well, Part 135 is air carrier, which is something that the FAA has been using for a long time for other companies that provide services. And in this case, the FAA has said that if somebody wants to carry packages for revenue generating services, then they will have to get a 135 certificate. Now there's different levels of certificates, and this one is kind of the highest level of 135 certificate that is issued by the FAA. This is the first time, obviously, that a company has received this in the US to operate drones, which is kind of a big deal. So what it means for UPS is that they can now use their drones to do revenue generating package delivery, which is something different than what we've seen in the past. Now, this has started a long time ago, actually, with the FAA. They were part, and still are part, of what's called the Integration Pilot Program, the IPP, with the FAA. And they've been doing this in Raleigh, North Carolina. I mentioned this before in the past in one of my news segments, what they were doing. They're actually carrying medical supplies to hospitals, which I think is a great applications for drones, for something that needs to be done very quickly and can save somebody's life. And in those scenarios, I think it's a great use of delivery for drones. So this is the first. We see a lot of firsts these days, which is really awesome. This industry is blooming. And so this is one of them. So expect to see more of them. I'm sure Amazon will be following suit very soon, but this is what the FAA has released. So if you want more information, I'll put the FAA release down at the bottom. But UPS has also said that they are looking to release even more new things in the future, very coming soon. And so I'll be talking about this whenever that comes up. Now, the next thing is the new Skydio 2 drone. It's kind of hard to say, Skydio 2 drone. That just got released. It's kind of a prosumer level camera. It looks very small drone, and that's going to be the competitor for sure with the DJI Mavic series, and which is good. DJI needs a little bit of competition out there. Now, a few key features with this thing. It's a 4K 60 frame per second HDR video, which sounds really neat. 36 miles an hour speed, 23 minutes of battery, which in real life probably means about 19 or 18 minutes of battery. The cool thing that I saw, if you go on their website, this is, I think, the first time that I go on the website and actually spend time looking at everything on the website. They really get my attention. Has a beacon, and a beacon that actually can follow the drone, or that the drone can follow, I should say, so that if you're getting film, then it will keep track of you where you are based on this beacon. And the cool thing about this beacon is actually you can control the drone with it. Now, I can't wait to see the tests. I know there are some videos out there of people that have tested them. I usually don't trust these videos because these people get the products and obviously are being asked to be nice to the product. So I'm going to wait until somebody actually buys the drone and uses it and then gives us a review. But this is really encouraging. I'm really excited about the technology that they're bringing. This thing has 360 degrees of sensing, which I think is its biggest asset at this stage. It uses 6 different cameras to look at the environment, and it's going to make decisions. So if there's a tree coming up, it's going to try to go below, to go on top of it. They have a few tests on their website showing you how that actually works. And then they're talking about autonomous videography. Now, personally, I like to do my own videography. I like to do my own shots, but this is more like a selfie drone if you want, like a selfie action drone that's going to follow you, that's going to avoid trees and fly, which sounds really good on paper, and hopefully it is really good in reality. The price tag, $999, which is very much in line, actually a lot cheaper than the new Mavic series. And big advantage is it's built in America. So American company doing something good. I hope that everything they say works the way that it does. Now, it's funny because I was watching these videos and I thought it brought me back to this drone that came out in that was gonna come out in 2015, which was the Lily drone. And I actually went online and found a lot of similarities with it. Now, if you're not familiar with Lily, this came out in 2015, actually before the Mavic came out and before even the Karma came out from GoPro. And they had this big vision of what the drone was going to be. It was going to follow you. I actually pre-ordered one on Kickstarter and was lucky enough to get my money back before the company went bankrupt because they didn't have the technology. Now, I know this is different. I know this is not Skydio's first drone. I know actually there are production or pre-production drones out there that people have been handed out, so they're not selling air. But the features, I should say, reminding me of the Lily drone, which is this little beacon that was going to follow you around, which is cool. It's a really good concept. I like the idea. The only thing I'm worried about is I like being in charge of the drone when the drone is flying around. If something happens, I want the drone to be able to come down and be controlled. And it looks like this is going to be a bit more work to do this. You're not always going to be in control. If you're on a mountain bike going down, you're not really acting as the pilot in command. You're just letting the drone follow you. So that would be my only concern at this stage. But with that being said, it's pretty cool. Skydio.com, you can see more information on there. And I didn't see a release date, but maybe I missed it. So hopefully this thing comes out soon and we can see some footage. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is Skyward. Skyward.io is a website that I've been using for a while to actually submit my lens request. And the reason I'm using this, it's not a mobile app. The mobile app is only available if you are a paying customer. But it allows you to plan your missions ahead of time, and it's on the desktop, so it actually gives you the freedom of having a big screen and of looking at something bigger and doing better research than on a small phone or an iPad. And they came up with this thing with advanced airspace intelligence, they call it. So they've actually added like obstacle height in a lot of different areas. They've added major transmission lines. They've added helipads, stadiums, quite a bit of topography as well, and natural features in there. And there's also in some area of the US, you'll see a 3D obstacle. So if you go on the East Coast, I looked on the West Coast, I looked in Phoenix, I couldn't see anything. You go to New York, for example. In New York, you can see some of the buildings. You can see the Statue of Liberty, for example. That's the example they're using on their website. But if you want more information about this, go on skyward.io. It's actually free to create an account. I actually really like it. I can do all my prep the day before in Skyward, submit my lens request, get approval, and everything is centralized right there. So if you use something like Kitty Hawk, for example, on your mobile device, this is a good supplement that I think you can use if you want to do more planning ahead of time. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about is drones for good in China. This is a story I just saw online. There's a Chinese fugitive that has been hiding in mountains in China for 17 years. And he was actually accused of trafficking women and children in 2002. And he's been hiding in the mountains, and they found him with a drone. There was a blue piece of tarp that was, or metal roof that was showing on the map, and they saw that, and then they found the guy, so caught him. So drones for good, not for him, but for us, I guess, taking this guy out of the picture and putting him back where he belongs. So with that being said, this is it. This is all I have this week. As always, like, subscribe, you know the way to do it. We just hit 1,000 subscribers, so thank you all for subscribing. This channel is not very old, actually. I started this a couple months ago, and I'm really excited to see that people are interacting, people leaving comments, and getting excited about the videos each week. So as always, if you need to be trained for Part 107, get a course for that. If you're brand new to flying, I also get a course for that, Drone Flying 101. If you want to get better at flying your drone maneuvers course, also another course available out there. So go visit pilotinstitute.com, get more information, and then there's a coupon at the bottom that will give you 25% off of any courses on the platform. It's YT, like YouTube News Update. So YT News Update, you put that in there and you'll get 25% off. All right, signing off. You guys have a great weekend. I've got a ton of videos to edit actually from last weekend, and this morning I did a job out there flying the drone as well. So I'm gonna go edit all that, and then I will see you guys next week.